everyone, my name is Yad, and today we are going to be learning programming apps. We are going to start off with the basics by using buttons and images with the help of the website MIT App Inventor. It is a great website for when you're a beginner. So, we're going to go to our Chrome and we're going to type in MIT App Inventor. Whoopsies. Alright, once we are here, we get this link right here one. We're going to click it, the first one, not any of these, the first link right there. Then we're going to click Create Apps. But if this is your first time using MIT App Inventor, you're going to have to sign in. But once you do that, go ahead and let's start making the apps. Okay, now that we have gotten our new project, as we can see, we have 3 categories. We have our palette, we have the viewer, and finally we have the components. But we can go to the properties to select our components. As if, like, let's say we want to add here from the palette a button. We can go to our properties and select all sorts of things for our buttons. And in the components, we can rename the button in our component section. Now, I want you to note this. When we are renaming this in the components, we are not changing the text. We are changing the code name. So, remember that. Let's change it to test button. That should be good. As you can see, it adds a down score because you can't actually have spaces when you are doing these kind of things. Now, let's add in an image. And you can go to any website and just get any image you want. You're going to go down here and you're going to make sure you have this image thing selected. You're going to go to the pictures and it might say none if you've never used this before, but what you're going to have to do, you're going to upload a file, choose file, and then you're going to select yourself all of the things you need. I don't have an image prepped for this one, so let's just keep it as of this. And here we can change the height. You can do the percentage, the pixels, automatic, which is this size, or fill parent. As you can see, fill parent does that, but that's its hitbox, not the actual image. But when we do upload an image, it will be that size. But let's not get too ahead of ourselves and keep it simple. Now, you may be wondering, I do want to change the text for this button. If we scroll down here, you can see text for button 1. We can change that. Let's say test button again. So that way we keep it nice and simple. Now, what I want this button to do is you click it, it makes a sound. So we're going to go down here, go to media, and then we're going to go to text to speech. It is going to convert our text to our speech, depending on what phone you're using. We're going to go to this block section. It's right next to the designer. Then, once we are in the blocks, we are going to go to our test button down here. We have a whole bunch of blocks to select with, but I'm going to use this one for this tutorial. When test button dot click, which is basically when we click this button with our fingers, click. Note this because as we can see, there are other options like when we focused on it, when we held click it, when we got rid of our finger, when we touch down on it. There's a bunch of things. But let's not get too ahead of ourselves. We are now going to get our text-to-speech block. What we want is to convert our message to a speech. So we are going to use a call text-to-speech to a message. All right? Now, how do we tell it what to say? Up here is the built-in sections. Once we select our text sections, we want this blank piece, which we can write in it anything we want. Let's say, I am a button. That's good. Now, when we click this button, it will speech out, I am a button. Now, this next part, when you want to try out your app, you have two options. You can either connect with an AI companion, or what you could do is once you completely finish your app, you can go to your build section and use one of these options, an Android app APK or an Android app bundle AAB. It's your choice, but when you do that, you will be able to install the app on your phone permanently. But, yeah, that's pretty much it. Please type in the comments if you found anything wrong with this design, and next episode, we shall explain even more with the text-to-speech. See you next time!